All right. Happy Monday, Facebook community. I hope that everyone had a wonderful long weekend and has a wonderful start to their Monday and to their week. My name is Alice, and I am the health coach running the Living Light Reset program at the Living Proof Institute. And today I'm really excited. I'm here with my wonderful, wonderful client, Salome, who has recently completed her journey on the Living Light Reset program. And today she's going to share a little bit about her journey, some of the struggles that she encountered that led her to sign up for this program, and some of the amazing, amazing wins that she was able to receive on top of releasing 24 pounds. So big round of applause to Salome.
I give myself a pat on the back.
Love that. Awesome. So I would love to start with what brought you to the Living Proof Institute?
I happened to see the link actually on Facebook, and I have been struggling. I'm in the mid 40s. I'm not going to say the exact figure, but I'm in the mid 40s, and I've been struggling mostly for the last 4 years with a lot of joint pains. My metabolism has just been up and down. Women in their mid 40s go through different hormonal changes. I am one of them. And it has, things just were not working clockwork anymore. What I could have done in my late 20s and 30s came to be a struggle after I hit 40. And losing weight was one of them. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle was also one of them because my work schedule, which is like most people, is very hectic. We cannot get to incorporate the things that we want to have a balance of a healthy living lifestyle. And I saw the link and I happened to see Sachin touching on all the things that I was experiencing. And I'm like, it's almost like he knows me. He's talking to me. I'm experiencing every single one of these things. Besides that, I'd had, after 30 plus years, I had my doctor call me regarding a recent blood work that I did, and he's never called me in 30 plus years. And he mentioned to me that my enzyme count on my liver was a bit high, suggestive of some fatty tissue. And that was really alarming to me. And I decided it was time for me to make a change and invest more in my own health for my well-being. So it wasn't just about shedding some pounds. It was about me wanting to attain a complete overall sense of, a better lifestyle, overall well-being, and something that was healthy for me. So that brought me to the Institute. Seeing Sachin touch on all those things, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I'm experiencing, and I need to find out more.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that you took that leap and thank you so much for sharing that. And I would love to know what exactly resonated with you from what Sachin mentioned in that talk that you were able to attend.
The most of the things that he touched on were about weight gain and how you feel, inflammation in your joints, which is something I never really educated myself much on. We don't really understand the relationship that we're supposed to have with what we eat and how when we ingest the wrong things, why we feel how we feel. And he was very clear in his discussion with me, but also in that video that he posted about the symptoms and that you could actually have symptoms when you eat the wrong things that contribute to how you feel. And I'm one of the believers now that you are what you eat. You are what you eat. And if you want to have a healthy lifestyle and maintain that lifestyle, you have to feed your body the right things. So he did have an analogy of, if we drive a nice car, what kind of gas are we going to put in that car? Like, are you going to put the low grade gas, or are you going to put the better quality high premium gas? You might have to invest a little bit more, but at the end of the day, you're doing it for you and your overall sense of well-being. And every single thing he said made sense. It is about me. I wanted to jump right in because I wanted to go from zero to extreme and get that feeling back that I had in my early years and get rid of all the built up stuff that was having me at 3 p.m. feeling so tired and fatigued in the day. And the energy that you get back from having invested in this program and invested in yourself is just priceless. It's just priceless.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I would love to know what put you over the edge to take action and join this reset program.
Wanting and desiring the increase in energy, wanting and desiring to take care of my health issues once and for all, and wanting and desiring to be on a better track and a lifestyle that my body would eventually thank me for.
Mhm. And I would love to know what you tried prior to joining the reset program.
Funny you should ask, because it was one of the things that Sachin actually said, you know, if you think you've tried everything, well, you haven't. And many people that want to go on weight loss programs or want to try something, the first thing they say is, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm skeptical because I've tried everything. Well, no, you haven't. You haven't tried everything until you come to Living Light. Because Living Light is exactly what the name stands for. You are living light on this program. You are inhibiting new habits that are beneficial to you in every sense of the word. Your sleep is better. Your rest is better. And one of the things that I am so grateful for this program, Alice, is that I no longer have that brain fog. You know, I'm still very sharp by 3 p.m. in the day. I work in a courtroom setting. I have to tell you, there are no windows in 8 hours of my day where I'm inside of a courtroom. And I don't get that sunlight coming in. I've had to make some adjustments, and we all do, because if you want change, change comes with adjustments. You have to be able to make the effort if you want the reward in the long run. And it does come. It comes with this program. There is nothing that is not covered in this program. And I have to highlight the coach in this program. She's the best. She's somebody that I have nagged day in and day out. How do I do this? What do I do? When do I need to do this? So I'm so thankful for you for that. And the support that I've gotten in this program has just been remarkable. It's something that you do not get with other programs. Other programs tell you pay this much, this is what you will get. You invest in it, you get this, and then it ends there. There is nobody checking up on you. There is nobody saying, I didn't hear from you today. What did you eat? How was your day? I have had you as a coach, as a shadow behind me, to really boost me on the days that I was feeling down, days that I was going through some stressful periods and I wasn't seeing all the results as fast. And, you know, that extra support has really made all the difference in this program. You just don't get that with other programs. And I have no issue or qualms about mentioning some of those programs. Dr. Bernstein is one that has been available in Canada for a long time. I've been on and off that program for over 10 to 11 years. I've invested much more money-wise, financially, in that program, as opposed to what, if I had known about Living Light all this time, like that would have been, I would have saved so much. And I would have been where I want to be a long time ago. In those programs, weight does come off. It comes off sometimes rapidly. But then when you come off of it, the weight comes right back. And this program, as I mentioned before, was not only about losing weight. I wanted the whole picture. I wanted the whole cake. I wanted to have the whole pie, which is the overall sense of well-being. I wanted to actually lose weight, but feel good. And I wanted to feel good about what I was doing. This program has afforded me all of that.
Thank you. Thank you for your insights. And I'm so glad that this program was such a perfect fit for you. And you were able to, touch on and start dialing in so many of those aspects in regards to your health and, having that turbulent history with other programs as well, and not getting those results, those lasting results at the end of it. So I would love to know what you thought, you found different about this approach compared to the other programs that you have tried in the past. What do you think added to, the place that you are right now and being able to maintain that health and maintain that lovely weight?
So I have to say it wasn't 24 pounds. It's probably a total of 26. And for us who are really struggling, 1 pound makes a big difference when we see that on the scale, as opposed to, being, let's just say for figuratively 160 and seeing 159, like you just want to jump for joy when you cross a threshold. The program, all the difference that it made was probably a quick turnaround of results. Within the first week after the loading days, I was just able to observe myself within the first week and see and feel the change. And then I was convinced that I am on the right track, and that if I keep up with it, and the motivation, because anybody that sees quick, fast results like that will stay motivated, and they will say, yes, I've invested in something finally that is working for me, and it kept the ball rolling. Other programs, maybe, like I say, a quick, fast result, but then after you come off of it, you start to, either you go back to old habits, and this is not a program, and now I have come, it has been a journey, and now I've come such a long way. I cannot imagine going back to eating the way I used to eat. Other programs, they're such a quick fix, and quick fix things are not the lasting things. When you journey and you're able to get to know your body and how your body absorbs or responds to different things. And I've tested it out because now I've come off of maintenance, and I'm ready to get into my round 2 for the last 15 pounds that I want to kick. I've actually tested it out and ate some of the things that I ate before, including French fries, and not like the way I felt after. My body is saying, oh, this is something that you're putting in again, that this is how it will make you feel. And I didn't, the oil and the greasiness and things like that just doesn't work well. And it has allowed me to see what works for me, how I feel when I eat the good things that my body rewards me for, as to opposed to how when I eat and indulge in other things, how my body reacts to it. And that has been a great sense of education for me.
Amazing, amazing. And I love how you touched on that you need that challenge. You need to do that inner work in order to create those lasting results. Because if we don't nip the root cause as to what happened, and we don't change some of those habits that got us to this place in the first place, then it's just going to continue on repeat, regardless of how many different programs and methods you try. So I'm really glad that you brought that up. And I would love to dive in and have you share some of the results that you were able to achieve as a part of this program, because I know that there's lots to touch on there, and I'm really excited about it.
The first thing is better sleep. And to understand how important rest is for our body. Like, we're not machines. Our body definitely needs rest. And that waking up not feeling like you haven't slept, waking up feeling rested, just puts the kick into your day, just gives you the boost that you need to face your day. Your body feeling well rested, complementing your mind feeling well rested and having a good night rest. This program allows you and monitors your sleep pattern, along with the coach that is asking you every day, how was your night? Did you get enough rest? All of those things. But the first thing I would touch on is the rest. I would also touch on the relationship, like I mentioned, with food and what writing down. It's so important to keep track, like a calendar, as you would with everything that you need to know to do in your day. And one of the things that has helped me considerably in this program is prep. Food prepping was important. This is often, I'm guilty of it because I did it before. When we don't take time to prepare for things, we may fail at it, as opposed to when we take time to prepare. I am one of the ones that have been guilty of just grabbing what there is to eat just because I'm hungry at that time, and so then I grab the wrong things, and then I feel terrible after. So this program has taught me how to prepare ahead of time, and meal prepping was very important. It's something, a practice that I continue even now. As I mentioned, I'm in a courtroom setting. I have a limited amount of time for lunch in the day, and prepping my food has been so important because then when it's time for me to eat, I have the right things in front of me. And it's been, I have a time frame to eat within, and it has worked for me. And then after, I still have so much energy at the end of the day. And the other thing that is probably one of the most paramount highlights of this program has been the intermittent fasting. And it has made a world of difference in this program as opposed to any other program that I've tried, and I've tried so many. That has made a world of difference. It has taught me discipline, and it is a practice that absolutely works. It is not difficult to do, and it changes the whole scheme and the regime of your body, and actually trains and disciplines your body while you're on this program. So
Yeah, thank you so much. And it's something that is so difficult to get into initially, but once your body does get really used to that habit, it's, saves you so much time and energy on the back end. And it can actually provide you so much energy, which some people are really, surprised to find out. I would love to know, what is an unexpected result that you saw come across as a result of this program? Like anything that, kind of happened that struck you that you didn't expect to receive as a result?
Well, I definitely didn't expect to have the kind of vitality and energy that I have now. And my family have actually noticed the change in me. Like, where are you getting all this energy from, Mom? I'm more motivated to do things with my family, because of course we're coming out of a pandemic. It's been 2 years. There hasn't been much to do outdoors. And we've kind of got into a relaxed mode of being home and being couch potatoes and just watching what's on TV. Now there are activities and there are things that you could engage in. So they have found me easier to get along with. My mood has surprised me. That has been the thing that really, I surprised my own self with my mood. I'm not as grouchy and grumpy as I was. And that actually was prompted by the feeling of, be honest, it was prompted by the feeling of being fatigued and tired. Because when you are tired, you become irritable. And then the people that are around you, you're snappy and you're just on edge. That is an unexpected thing that really worked well for me in this program. It has increased my mood. It has increased my laughter. It has increased my overall sense of well-being, Alice, and just that I think I'm more of a joy to be around than I was before. I mean, I wasn't totally not a joy, but more of a joy, I would say, to be around. And they've noticed that change. I'm much more relaxed. I'm not as edgy. I'm not as irritable. And it's amazing because I want people to know that your sense of well-being and the mood swings that you get at different times, especially in mid-40s, they're not just by chance. They all come. Food has a big impact on how you feel and how we behave. And that is something that I learned a lot about in this program.
Beautiful, amazing. And just to clarify, you've been a joy to work with since day one and
Oh,
be a part of this journey, but I'm glad to hear that it's going up from there as well. So that's awesome, awesome. And
it
you know,
has.
thank you for touching on that as well. And it just goes to show you how much the food that you're consuming, the activities you're partaking in are taking away from your mood, and just making those simple swaps and switching from using, dead or fried or very greasy, very unhealthy food to very fresh, fragrant, vibrant, colorful can impact the course of your day in so many more ways, in just the fuel. It impacts your mood, it impacts your sleep the following day. It's able to support your body metabolically. So I love how you've been able to really feel those results, because that, of course, why would you ever want to go back to the way that things were previously? It's like,
Exactly.
nothing tastes as good as health feels. And I truly believe that. And one of my clients actually said that to me, on their journey a couple of months ago, which, has stuck with me forever. And now I use to this day, which, could not be more bang on, in my opinion. So I'm so glad that you touched on that point. And I would love to know, where do you think your health would be right now if you didn't take action and you didn't sign up for this program?
Oh, I would be just like digging a hole for myself. I really would be doing that. It would be such an injustice. Uh, the investment has been into myself. People think that, if you want to have or attain something, it costs the most. This actually costs the least for the reward that you're actually going to be gaining from it. I'm going to say that again. It costs the least for what you are actually going to invest into yourself for an entire lifetime. It is not 6 weeks down the road, 3 months down the road. This program changes your lifestyle for the rest of your life. Who would not want to invest in that and become a better version of yourself? That is what this program has taught me, as opposed to the other programs. I was just, like quickly fixing, but I was not remedying the entire thing. This program has afforded me the opportunity to remedy things that I was not realizing I was even doing wrong. But even like preparing the food the way I used to prepare it. Now I'm so much more careful and mindful of ingredients and what I'm using, and should I be using that, and is that good for me? How do I feel when I use it? The entire relationship about how I prepare, and how I prepare not just for me, for my whole family. It has benefited my entire household, in a better sense of the word, and we're all have all benefited from it. So it is not just for the duration of the program. It is a practice and a habit that I've inhibited now for the rest of my life. So, and it really is living light, because I set out on the program as like, this program is called Living Light, but it's also called the Living Proof. And why is it called that? But I'm here testifying that I am living proof that it works.
I love that. I love that full circle moment. So beautiful to see. And this is just the start of your journey in so many ways as well. And you're embarking on, doing round 2 as well. And there is no better investment, than into yourself, into your health, into your happiness.
Absolutely.
And, in a way, we create such a life where we're not trying to actually save you money in this program, in the sense that, we're adding additional years potentially to your life, additional birthdays, additional celebrations, additional time on this earth to consume, to exist, to live to your fullest potentials in the best ways that we can, in the best ways that you can. So I'm so glad that you brought all of that up, and you truly are your best investment in life, I believe, and I think you believe too.
You are your longest commitment. And it is a commitment that you make to yourself, just as you're committed to being the best at what you do, work-wise, for your family. The program gives you such an education about becoming the best version of yourself. And you are absolutely right when you say it adds your potential. I didn't even realize that till you said it now, but the way the quality of my life has increased, you are right. It has probably added years to my life in the long run. Because if you continue with the good habits, there just could be no turning back. There just could be no bad result from inhibiting good habits. You can only reap good rewards from that. So you're absolutely right when you say that, you know, the program is adding years to your life. It is adding vitality. It is adding so much more quality. And it is adding just everything that is fruitful.
Amazing. Thank you so, so much. And I would love to know what you found was the best part of working together on this program and working with the Living Proof team.
Oh, just a walk in the park is so effortless to be in this program. I mean, the app is just amazing. You can reach out to anybody. I reached out to you the most, but you can reach out to anybody at any given time. Your questions get answered within record time. Nobody leaves you hanging. Nothing is left unanswered. If you have a question about anything, I mean, relatively anything, I'm at the store, I take a picture of this butter or something like that. I send it to you right away. Alice, is this good to buy? Can you give me advice? Like, give me a tip on this, and I get the answer right away. So the app allows you, and people who may come to the program will eventually know about the app, but it has been so helpful for the communication and being able to have the Q&A on Fridays and just literally ask anything that you need. The whole program is not only educational and beneficial, but it is so rewarding. So I've found those things to all be the ingredients, not just this is what you need to eat, this is the result that you will get. The communication, the whole team, the support. Oh my God, I can't talk enough about the support. The coaching is exactly what it is. It is coaches that are behind you like your shadow saying, how much sleep did you get last night? The app also allowed me, and I was very diligent using it because it helped me to stay on track. What time did you go to bed? What time did you get up? You're able to track everything that you eat. You're able to keep a record. So you hold yourself accountable, and then you have the rest of the team holding you accountable. So the communication has just been off the chart.
Yeah, and when we feel supported, when we feel like we're involved in a community and we're able to ask those questions, it allows us that accountability piece where we're able to stay on track and stay motivated in between when we are able to connect one-on-one. So I'm so glad that you showed up on all of our calls that we've done and participated so much in the posts, because that really aided in your journey and aided in your successes on the program as well. So I'm so happy that you've exhausted all of those resources and it's made the big difference overall in your health journey. So
I would like to say that the app and the communication with the team did not feel like strangers, even though it was virtual, like how we're talking now. It was more of a journey with family, because you have had other people that were experiencing similar things and can share ideas, which was also good. Share recipes, of course, share ideas. And the community itself and the other people that were on the program, it was so beautiful to see how we were all supporting each other on the program. Not every day may be a great day, and then you had somebody always there reaching out to say, why don't you try this? Did you get out for sunlight today? Did you have a walk? The motivation just kept you going. It was the momentum was there, and there was not a dull moment where you would say at any point in time, I don't know if I can really do this. Some days are challenging, and you face that with everyday life. but the support of the team has just been remarkable. It has been like a community and people who are journeying with you, which has been made the world of difference in this program.
Amazing, amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. And I'm so happy that you've had such a positive experience with our wonderful community. And I would love to for you to share, what would you say to someone potentially that's in our community who is thinking about taking that next step and joining the program?
Oh, I would say don't wait. Don't even wait a second more. Just take the plunge. You have not, as I said before, I'm going to say again, if you think you have tried everything, you have not until you try. Let this program be the last thing that you try. You don't need to look further. I would say that I'm saying it based on the merit of my journey, my own experience, what I was like before, what I am after the program. If you want to become a better or the best version of yourself, you have to get involved in living light, because then you will become living proof. You'll be sitting here 6 weeks or 10 weeks from now giving the same testimony that I am giving, feeling so much better about yourself. It is a cloud nine feeling. I do want to get ready for my round 2 just because I personally want to lose 10 more pounds. But the feeling that I've had from how far I've come, that has not left me. This is just a personal choice to get to my goal. But how I have felt all the way in this journey, I cannot imagine going back to how I was. So anybody who's out there wondering, should I give this a try? Should I, or just a skeptic, if I'm speaking to any skeptics, look no further. This program is for you. If you are like me, somebody who's been feeling tired by midday, by mid-afternoon, low energy, low metabolism, thinking that your metabolism died and is buried somewhere, this program is going to revive it like you've never known. If you are lacking sleep, even if you're not sleeping properly, it addresses so much more than weight loss. It addresses so much more. It addresses metabolic issues. It addresses hormone imbalance. It just resets your whole life. And if you're there thinking about it, think no more. Just give it a try because it works, and I guarantee that it does.
Amazing. So I hope that that was able to inspire our wonderful community with your amazing, amazing journey on this program and continued journey as well. So just want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your candid experience and sharing so much of your wonderful journey and your results with us. Thank you, community, for tuning in and for being with us here on our live today. If you have any questions to see if this program is the right fit for you, I am more than happy to set up a time to chat and see if this program would be the best next step moving forward. So I want to say a big thank you and huge congratulations to Salome for your wonderful, wonderful first round. And I'm so excited for all the wonderful places and wonderful things that you'll share as a part of your health journey with us in our community. So I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your Monday. Thank you, community, for tuning in, and let me know if anybody has any questions and is excited about their journey.
And Alice, I want to take the opportunity to also thank Deepa and Sachin. I haven't been in touch with them as much, but God bless them richly for the investment that they have made and all the research and everything they've done to make this program what it is, to make it available. They are changing lives considerably with this program, and the coaches that help keep us on track with this program, they've added many years to so many lives. And it is just, I just want to say a huge thank you to them. Sachin took the time with me in the beginning to address so many things that really made me say this one is going to work. And it is guaranteed to work. It is guaranteed to work. So there are no regrets. And a huge thank you to Deepa. She also answered so many of my questions. And she just said, Salome, let's get you back to where you were and where you want to be. And she did do that with this program. So huge thanks to them.
Yes, huge, huge, huge thank you. They have created, this amazing program and really have hybridized with all the different deliverables and the programs we've had to, make that lasting change to be able to do this program, but not be reliant on, on any program or any person other than yourself in terms of being able to maintain that weight and maintain that health. So I'm so happy that you touched on that.
Yes, and I want to say one last thing also. For anybody who's out there maybe thinking that this is very restricted and it's a strict program, that there's so many do's and don'ts. It really is not. I want to just highlight that this is probably going to be, it's not even what you're thinking that is going to be an uphill challenge. It's probably the easiest thing. It probably is the easiest thing that you would do. I went in there thinking the same thing. Oh my God, it's going to be really strict. I won't be able to eat this. I won't be able to. There have been so many times where I have not even been able to eat what I'm supposed to eat because I'm so full on the program. So I want to actually highlight that it is probably one of the easiest steps that you will be having to take, and you're not going to feel shortchanged on this program in terms of food or your health or anything like that.
Yes, very important. And that's something we really try to emphasize, is that all the abundance that this program brings,
Yes.
and what you do get to eat, what you do get to partake in, versus focusing on the stuff that, isn't going to make you feel your best, that we are taking a break from on this program.
Exactly. People hear the word diet and they think, oh, it means it's equal to restrictive. It's the exact opposite in this program, because there would be so many things I would still have left over and I cannot finish because of how full I feel and how rewarding and good I feel from the things that I've been eating. So it's not restrictive at all.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for touching on that. And again, thank you so, so much for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Easter Monday. Thank you for taking the time to share your wonderful journey. And I'm sure that this is not the last time we're going to speak. We're going to have a
Definitely
wonderful
not.
second round. Yes, exactly. So I'm so excited to hear updates and see how you continue to move through your next round and journey. So thank you so much once again. It's my absolute pleasure. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Monday.
Thank you so much, Alice. It's been a pleasure, and it has been a privilege to be on this program.
It's been an absolute pleasure on my end here as well. It's been wonderful to get to, be alongside this journey and to get to meet you and your wonderful energy. So I'm really, really excited for the future and what's to come.
Thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to connecting with you soon again.
Yes, for sure. Likewise, Salome. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful Monday.